What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Blade Bias. Today we have a very fun unboxing. This should have been out yesterday, but my mailroom decided to absorb my Bermuda into the realm of we're not going to give it to you for whatever stupid reason. It was delivered yesterday. I got it today. I don't know. But I just wanted to do a quick little unboxing because I've actually been very excited for this. This is a $45 glider trainer, which, if you don't know Glidr, what are you doing? Because I'm literally one of the biggest glider shills probably on this platform. They make the Arctic, the Antarctic. They will make the Everest eventually. Don't ask me when the Everest is coming out because I don't know. Anyway, $45 trainer from Glidr on bearings. Should be super interesting. I've heard a lot of conflicting reports about this thing. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's bad. I've heard it's mid. We'll see what's going on. It's stainless steel sandwich construction with G10 liners, and I got it in black and white because I thought it'd be really funny if I got it in the same colors as my winter inked Nautilus, because maybe it's like G10 and metal, so maybe it'll be better or worse. Let's do it. Right off the box, right out the gate. I love Glidr's packaging. I like their little bags. Their bags are like kind of cool. Not even gonna lie. Not as premium as their boxes, but I don't expect it to be, considering that this is literally half the price. And there, oh my gosh, it smells very interesting. I'm going to just, it does, it definitely, the oil definitely leaked out of that one a little bit. Just gonna wipe it off with a cloth here really quick. Right out of the package, the G10 feels so much better than my Nautilus's did. We'll see how that goes out of the box, or as I continue to flip it, but right now, very surprised with that. There's no like glider screws. Like, this is really just like a cheap trainer. You got what looks like maybe I think this is also T8 body screws. All this is T8, that's great. These are very thin liners, which is interesting, and this blade looks very short, but ooh, it's kind of pretty. I'm not even gonna lie, I like the look of that. The blade is a bit short, I will say that. It's a bit stubby, but I really like how they took their normal glider thing, their glider blade, and they just kind of angled it off a little bit, and it looks kind of good. And it doesn't even feel as heavy as I thought it would. This weighs like 3.8, or not 3.8. This weighs, oh, there it goes, 4.8 ounces, which I was really worried about when I first saw it. I thought this was going to weigh like 4, considering it was G10. But it makes sense. It's got really thin steel liners. You can see in there it's actually like hollowed out on the inside, which is super interesting. And it's got G10 spacers. But without further ado, let's... Wow. Right off the gate, Glidr, one thing I'm already disappointed by. This is actually a really good flipping experience. This blade is super thin and super short, and it does not fit these handles. I will say that. This looked a lot better in pictures. But already Glidr has lost out on... Normally Glidr balisongs are the most comfortable chaplains I've ever felt because they have this beautiful crown spine. This doesn't have that, which is fine, because, you know, it is cheaper. It's a cheaper balisong, so it's not going to have all the features of like an Arctic or anything. So the chaplain is a little weird, especially with the G10, but it works and it sticks to your fingers really well. This is a very, it's pretty handle biased, but it's like not as bad as I was expecting. People were like, oh, it's so handle biased, it can barely even fan. This fans really well for being essentially just a cheap, or no, like a well-made Amazon trainer. All the old Amazon trainers that you used to be able to buy were built like this. G10 scales with steel liners and running on like cheaper bearings. So it feels like a premium. It's thick. These handles are very thick, but it feels like a premium Amazon balisong that you would have gotten like 6 months ago. Which is actually, like, I'm kind of down with that. I kind of liked how those trainers felt. I liked how the bearings felt, and I like how these bearings feel. They're a bit grindy, and I think this thing is binding up a little bit, so I'm not getting the full experience. Yeah, that handle's a lot better. But I'm kind of a fan. I will say the design in person is not as pleasing as it was on the website, specifically just because this blade is super skinny and these handles are super thick. But the flipping experience for a $45 Balisong is not nearly as bad as people are making it out to be, and it's not nearly as bad as I was expecting. It can fan. Rollovers feel really good. The G10 feels fine so far. The bearings also feel fine. There is no play. Usually you have that little wiggle, but there's nothing. No, this is one solid piece. Normally with a Balisong, you have like that little wiggle that you feel when you shake it. This has nothing. It feels like I'm just shaking a solid piece that wouldn't even move. Dude, I'm vibing with this. I like this a lot. It's like the Arctic balance. Like if I had to, obviously it's not going to be the best comparison because I have those pin spacers in this thing. But like it feels, rest in peace Arctic, it feels like a heavier, slightly more handle biased Arctic. And when I say slightly more handle biased, I think it's just because it feels heavier. I think honestly, the balance on them is pretty similar. They fan pretty similar. Oh, that is the worst. That is the worst. How is that the first time that's happened, actually? But that is the worst place I could have gone. Dude, this isn't even that bad. I like this a lot, actually. I wasn't expecting a ton because so many people were like, yeah, it's not really like the best. For 45 bucks, this is quite the trainer. God. Okay, Glidr, consider me impressed. I'm going to flip this around for a few days and make another video on it when I have more formed thoughts and kind of spend a little more time with it. But for right now, color me impressed for $45. I like this thing. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.